And it says, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. And that's what you're doing. You know, I've read several accounts from liberals that say we ought to just be quiet and go away. Got news for you. It's not happening. We're here to take our country back. We're here to fight for a country that's worth fighting for.
Thank you for being the kind of people that would take a beautiful afternoon of your life and invest it in being with us right here at the state capitol of the great sovereign state of Missouri. I want to thank you personally for what you've done, and I want to tell you with no uncertainty whatsoever, that the good measures, the good constitutional measures that are coming out of this building are only happening because support from the people is bubbling up, and we hear what you're saying, they hear what you're saying, and we need to hear you more.
Thanks to all of you for coming out here today and giving up your fishing or whatever else it was you could be doing instead of this, because this will have a far greater impact for your future generations, your children and your grandchildren. The Missouri Jobs and Prosperity Tax is equitable, it's enforceable, and it's constitutional. And we have to move to a constitutional basis for all that we do, especially taxation.
Now, I go around America quite a bit and I speak. And I will tell you one thing, I am blessed because my last name is Reagan. I think on a regular daily basis when I wake up in the morning, I thank God that when the Reagans were looking to adopt a child into their home, that Jimmy Carter and his family weren't thinking the same thing. And that's why you're here today, because you're upset. And it's not Democrats, Republicans, Independents, it's all of you working together. People like to say this is the Republican movement. This is the people's movement. People would say, I've had members of my family say, well, Ronald Reagan wouldn't support this kind of a movement. Wrong. Ronald Reagan was elected because of movements like this to the presidency. It was grassroots America that elected him not only to the governorship of California, but also to the presidency of the United States in 1980. It wasn't the hierarchy, it was people such as you who cared about the country they lived in, cared about America, and wanted to elect somebody who in fact also cared, and you elected Ronald Reagan for 2 terms back in the 1980s. Thank you for that. My Republican friends out there and other friends, we need to find that soul. We need to find our soul and who we are. And maybe by finding that soul, by these kinds of groups getting together and coming together as one, you'll once again be able to go out there in November. And I would tell you this, you find your soul, I think in November, you will win another one for the Gipper. Thank you very much.